Okay. I want to do another segment about New England Patriots and Cam Newton and a little bit about the NFL and what we expect from them. Not just from the COVID, but also give me an opportunity to gloat about, my fantasy football team because I feel real good about my fantasy football team and this is my show. But first, we're going to do a read. Yeah. Does your business need to rank higher in the search engines? Do you want everything your company touches to turn to gold? If you answered yes, and if you didn't, you a sucker, to either of those questions, you and your business need to get your act together at the Pimpin' Ain't Easy Marketing Conference. Attend keynote speeches made by marketing gurus like Bishop Don Juan and a pimp named Slickback. Got to say the whole word. Got to say it all. A pimp named Slickback. Participate in workshops and learn more about your target market and how you can get their attention in our high-tech world from such renowned professionals like Craig's girlfriend Joy's sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy. This event is not free and neither are your meals. So if you're a broke booty Buster Brown, this might not be your get down. Only real get money hustlers need apply at the Pimpin' Ain't Easy marketingconference.com. As always, I am wildly just thankful, grateful that the folks at A Pimpin' Ain't Easy Marketing partner with the RJ Young Show. All right, so this might be about the NFL, but it's not really about the NFL. It's about Cam Newton. All right, Cam Newton had a really cool thing to say on the radio in New England that I thought was not only worth everyone's time, but had your boy kind of fired up. Had your boy feeling kind of like Vegeta. Had your boy ready to put on to go to work on Labor Day, which I would ordinarily like to say is, a normal thing, and it is. But in the way that I read Cam Newton being peak Cam Newton, I felt good because now we got receipts to show. So Cam Newton goes to New England in what everybody thought was going to be washed, all right? Washed, super washed. And there was this real conversation being had not just nationally, but locally in Boston Sports Talk Radio, because I listened to it, about Jared friggin' Stidham being the starting quarterback for Bill Belichick's New England Patriots post Tom Brady. There was this real conversation that was being had about Brian friggin' Hoyer being the New England Patriots starting quarterback with Cam Newton on the roster. How did y'all forget that Cam Newton is one of the most accomplished quarterbacks in the history of the game and that no offense has been more predicated on one man's talent than Cam Newton, both in college and in the NFL? Because it ain't like Ron Rivera put dudes around. He had Steve Smith. That's who he had. He had Steve Smith. He took them to a Super Bowl and won the 2015 MVP award. College football here. Auburn. Decent enough. Gene Chizik didn't do nothing but hand the reins over to your man's Gus Malzahn, but whatever. They got Cam Newton out of blend because some laptops went missing in Florida. All right, cool. He shows up, and they ride number 2 all the way to number 1. And I swear to you, I can remember just one dude on that offense with him, and his tailback. It's Michael Dyer. All right. So you got the Heisman, you got the national championship, you got the MVP, trying to get a Super Bowl. You get match made with Emperor Palpatine. By Emperor Palpatine. That's what people are forgetting about this. Bill Belichick wanted Cam Newton. You think that he signed You think Bill Belichick signed Cam Newton not to start him? Is that what you think? They let go Mohamed Sanu. They kept Cam Newton. They watched Gronk go reunite with Tom Brady with the Bucs, which I'll get to. And what do they got? They got Julian Edelman as the lone white dude left over there that's going to be catching passes on a regular basis. You got N'Keal Harry, who was the first wide receiver that the Patriots took in the first round in the Belichick era, coming out of Arizona State last year. He was hurt most of the year. I want him to be good this year. And then you got a New England team that elected 8 captains, one of which is the dude that just got there this summer, Cam Newton, who was also named the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots in a town that is historically got his problems with race. So he goes on the Greg Hill show at WEEI, and he was asked about how the match was made and what he thought. And after him and Hahn about, I had the same questions everybody else did. Is Belichick going to let me be me? Am I going to get along with Belichick? I went in with an open mind and looking to learn, and it's turned out to be great. And he's had nothing but good things to say about Carolina, even after they let him go. Because only the Carolina Panthers would release a former NFL MVP quarterback for nothing, which is stupid on its face. But you know what, Matt Rule? Go do you, dog. And then he was asked, hey, look, what do you think is the thing about you that has everybody kind of in their feelings? And this is the quote that Cam Newton gave. We're going to be honest. It is because I am a black athlete, a quarterback, that for a long time, I've been unapologetic, carried myself in a way that the media hasn't gave me my just due. But yet, at the same time, I do understand that, and I don't have no type of resentment toward that. I embrace who I am. I embrace the moment. I live in the moment. One of the quotes I live by is Carpe Diem. Through it all, I've been able to see an opportunity. I went down a list of things I expect from Bill Belichick, just like Bill Belichick wants a list of things he wants out of Cam Newton. I think the narrative coming here was kind of stereotypical, and to an unjust eye, we heard this about Cam. We heard that. He's a prima donna. He's this and that. But when you really put a microscope to who I really am, there's a lot of favoritism that has not been favorable for my benefit. All right. I'm charged up. I'm charged up not just because Cam Newton said it, but because he said it on local sports talk radio in Boston. And he said it where a lot of people could hear it and where a lot of people like myself would go talk about it and said, hey, look, this is who I am. Can you get past what you think and what you don't understand to see the kind of ball player I am? Because if you do, we might be able to make some magic out here. Because I know what you can do. And you know what I can do. What if we did it together? Which I think is a conversation in how race would go in the Disney way, but how it doesn't really go in real life. All right, so like not a whole lot of NFL in there, but like Ron, takes on Cam Newton being Cam Newton, if at all.
Oh, I want to make so many jokes about the history of Boston and embracing, being unapologetically black in a city like that, the history like that. I'm glad that he's happy to be the person that he is going forward and willing to show that the way that he feels that he was tokenized earlier is not something that he's no longer going to accept, and he's going to succeed despite his past. All of this sounds like I'm trying to sell you a reality TV show, but yeah, if he's charged up, I'm charged up.
It's the
because
NFL.
I don't think he's wrong.
No, it's the NFL. I mean, it is a reality TV show when it's done right. I mean, people make fun of The Bachelorette and The Bachelor all the time. The two of the highest rated TV shows on television. And every year, if you look at the top 100 broadcast on television, the NFL is like 80 of them. So like, make it a reality TV show. And depending on how the season goes, yeah, I'm going to be watching a lot of New England Patriots football in a way that I never watched New England Patriots football. Even with, as they say, the GOAT at quarterback. All right, so Ron, has anybody like really seen the Bucs depth chart? Because, my God. All right, let me go through this because I feel like I'm just going to say name and you're going to be like, I know that guy, I know that guy, I know that guy. All right, so you got Tom Brady at QB. You got Ronald Jones II, who's going to start at tailback, but behind him, LaShawn McCoy and Leonard Fournette, and then Keyshawn Vaughn. Keyshawn Vaughn went for like 246 on Baylor in 2018 at Vanderbilt and was pretty damn good last year as a tailback too. So they go 4 deep at tailback. Mike Evans at wideout, Chris Godwin at wideout, and then Scotty Miller's going to start. You got John Franklin on IR back there. Yes, he of Last Chance U fame, John Franklin. And then at tight end, you got Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate, and that's 3D. Okay, those are skills. Also, you drafted Tristan Wirfs in the first round of the draft out of Iowa, who might be the most athletic offensive lineman in the last 3 years. And then on your base 3-4 defense, you got Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, William Golston, Jason Pierre-Paul. Oh, Lord. And then at middle linebacker, you got Devin White, who is Bucs Award winner. You got Shaq Barrett, who announced himself last year as one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. You got Antoine Winfield Jr., who was a Paycom Jim Thorpe Award semifinals out of Minnesota. And your added Parnell Motley, who I thought should have been drafted in the first place on that defense. Like, I didn't think that I was going to be that enthusiastic about watching Tampa Bay play football. But with this assortment of dudes that I absolutely know can play, and this assortment of old men who look breakable, like Brady and Gronkowski, you want to talk about reality television? I think I'm here for this. Like, at least I'm here for the start of it. If it turns out to be bad, then I won't watch it. But with that list of names that I just rattled off, are you not at least intrigued by what Tampa Bay is going to do?
Oh no, I'm super intrigued. This is the type of team that you put together in Madden, or better yet, that you hate other people picking in Madden.
Right.
But collected in real life. So if this team turns out to be good, they're going to be fun to watch. If they turn out to be bad, it's going to be like, okay, of course, just like every failed super team that's ever been thrown together. And that's going to be its own particular type of train wreck, and it depends on how it happens too. If it's kind of like I'm gonna jump to basketball, like the Heat dropping it to the Mavericks, and we all point and laugh as they were kind of good, but they got wrecked by people that had great chemistry. Or if it's just something that just the wheels fall off, like Tom Brady folds like a 40-year-old man. Gronkowski gets chopped in the thigh again because that's the only way people are going to attack him. The O-line steps in a handful of pit holes in the turf. Like, there's no way that the season that they're going to put together isn't going to be consistently intriguing and entertaining all the way until the final weeks.
All right, then I guess I'm watching both Tampa and New England this year, in addition to the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, you were forced to watch Tampa anyway. You know that. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Maybe it'll be on one of those off weeks that Al Michaels is gonna have. Yeah, they enforcing some off weeks for your mans. It's like they're trying to push him out of his chair. I know that they're trying to put Mike Tirico in his chair.